Well, hello. We've been waiting for you. Please sign in.
I really would rather start a mission than play around. Those robots are depending on us. Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. No one knows what Abe Lincoln's voice sounded like. George Washington's voice will never be heard again. And the shot heard round the world, it echoes no more. There was nothing to record those sounds, and that's why history is silent. My question to you is this. What was the first recorded sound?
The first record had the coolest heavy metal guitar riff I've ever heard. That baby was singing.
Screeching, more like it, Polly. But you're 100% correct. The first recorded sound was of an electric guitar. I'll have you know, I'm pretty hip. I love a shrieking tune and blasting amps as much as the next gal. Oh, great. If Polly gets her way, the poor person who first invented a way to record sound is going to wind up with quite a shock to his system. I bet he throws his invention in the garbage. It'll be the world's first broken record. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Talk about a broken record, Borley. So what if I sent Slide, the heavy metal robot, back in time to pump up the volume? If you don't like it, all you have to do is find 4 measly clues. A broken pot, cotton candy, a red balloon, and a spider's web.
Poor Slide. He's a robot that was made out of lead. Lead's a heavy metal, but that doesn't make Slide a heavy metal robot. Sounds like Polly's programmed him into a rock star. History itself will rock and roll if we don't find those clues. Keep still while I sense around for clues. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the kitchen. There's another mission clue in the music hall. Well, the door's locked again, and there's a new password. I hate to bother him, but... Hey, Beethoven!
I'm not totally deaf, you know. Just let me know if you need a few pointers. Father!
Hey!
Mother!
Terrific! We're on...
Child!
Hey, wait!
Baby!
Now that you've figured out all the words...
You are right! The password is family.
The door's open, and the crowd goes wild. I hate to start this off on a sour note, but... Polly!
Very funny, Nutley. Now, if you want a mission clue, you'll have to play me this song. And I want it played perfectly, with feeling.
Click on the...
The music is all mixed up. If you want to hear how it's...
did it!
This song is called A Tisket a Tasket. That means, well, nothing at all, because it's a nonsense title to a nonsense song.
And the beat goes on. Now pick up the mission clue. Stand back now. Well, the door's locked again. Time to figure out the combinations to those locks.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! I'm growing weak with hunger.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. I don't think that number's right. Try again. Try again. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again, and you know what that means. Robot buffet. It looks like Mort is mighty hungry. Chow time, and Mort's ready to munch. So, Mort, what do you think will satisfy you tonight?
You know what sounds good? A bowl of creamy macaroni and cheese. And please top that with some chili peppers, nice metal gears, plain old cream, and refined sugar.
Yum! That sounds delicious. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Bon appetit!
Just the right combination of delicate flavors.
Way to go! Man, that Mort can put it away.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
Okay, stash that clue in your inventory. Uh-oh, we've run out of energy.
We need more energy. Put the correct batteries in place. Way to go! You've completed the first ring, but you gotta hurry. You still have to get through the second ring. You've lost more power! You've lost more power! You've lost more power! Oh no! 2 batteries have gone dead. You need to replace them with fresh ones. Wow, that was fast! Now hold on tight! That's always so cool! Now back to saving the world. No mission clues here. Let's try another floor. Quiet now. I'm gonna sense out this area. Great! I've got a strong reading in the shrinking machine room. Here we are, back at the Shrink-O-Matic.
Just let me know if you need any information about my darling specimens.
Well, Clueless, you might as well know there's a mission clue hidden in one of the specimens. This hint should make it clear where it's hidden. Egbert uses this specimen for all sorts of practical purposes, like airlifting injured hikers out of ravines, doing traffic reports for the radio. He just hovers over the freeways in this specimen.
This specimen is entirely too small to be capable of any of those things. You are thinking of a helicopter, and indeed, this specimen can fly forwards, backwards, and sideways just like a helicopter.
Choose carefully. Do you think that's the right specimen?
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
Later! Back here.
go! You freed the clue that Polly hid. Now put it into your inventory so we can get back to saving life as we know it. I think we should go to another floor. There are... Careful now, I'm going to sense around here. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the observatory. I sense that Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space. Get ready for a fun-packed thrill ride to the bottomless pit. I think you know what to do. Click on the telescope and we'll get started. So there's Polly's transmission and our hint. You better act fast before it's sucked into the black hole. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. Looks like a shower of comets is approaching, so watch out! If they get you, way to maneuver! You got a whack, way to maneuver! You got another radio. You dealt with that comet like a pro. Way to maneuver! You got another radio. Way to maneuver! You got another radio wave packet. Comet deflected, no damage. Nice shoot. You got a radio packet. That's it. Now it's time to decode Polly's message. Back at the alien decoder, and it looks like Polly's hint is about to reach us from the black hole. Yep, either Polly's finally... It seems the sentence is assembled correctly, but there are more words than you need. See the block with 2 choices? Well, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. It seems the sentence is assembled correctly, but there are more words than... I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! It seems the sentence is assembled correctly, but there are more words... You make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. I see what's happening. We have too many words. You make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. It seems the sentence is assembled correctly, but there are more... I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! I see what's happening. We have too many words. Way to go! You nailed the code!
Were you born between April 20th and May 20th? I am the bull, and I am your sign. My horns appear in the night sky. What are your lucky numbers? 1 and 9 are your lucky numbers. Try to find my horns in the night sky.
Way to go! The hint is unscrambled. Okay, click on any of the constellations and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Click on the hint button to replay Polly's hint. Click on the constellation again if you think it's the one where Polly sent the mission clue.
Taurus is the...
Way to go! You picked the right constellation, and now the ship is heading back here. We made contact! That was wicked. Just put the clue. I hope you're ready for more adventure. Applause, applause! Hey, you're doing great. Start the wheel a-spinning by clicking the on button.
Coming at you from Mystery Mountain, it's Hollywood Squares, the show of shows that shows you how to rescue Slide. He's the heavy metal robot, and he's out to change the world. Your first clue is a spider's web. As long as you don't get caught in the web, you'll discover what this mission is all about. A spider web is nothing but a set of strings that sends messages to the spider. When the strings shake, the spider knows a bug has been caught in the web. How does the web tell the spider it's dinner time? Cool! The struggling bug makes the strings vibrate all the way to the center of the web, where the hungry spider lies waiting. When something vibrates, it makes a rapid movement back and forth or up and down. Which part of your body vibrates? Here, here! The eardrum is a tiny flap of skin inside your head that vibrates when sound travels through your ear. The brain translates those vibrations as hearing. Which of the following would make your eardrums vibrate? You broke another record! Phonographs were the first machines ever to record and play back sounds.
Sounds great to me. Looks like we're headed for the invention of the phonograph.
Your second clue is a broken pot. It can't hold water, but it can tell you who invented the phonograph. In the schools of ancient Egypt, students practiced an important skill on useless broken pots. After they improved, they were allowed to practice this skill on papyrus, a precious kind of paper. What skill did Egyptian students practice on broken pots? Right on! Did you know that only boys went to school in ancient Egypt? Egyptian girls received all their education at home, and they never learned how to read and write. Writing is an important part of education. Where does education begin? An educated guess. Education begins at birth and never stops. What famous inventor of the light bulb was educated at home and got only 3 months of formal schooling? Home run! Even though he only spent 3 months in school, Thomas Edison became the world's most famous inventor. He came up with the electric light, motion pictures, and the phonograph.
So we're going to visit Thomas Edison as he invents the phonograph. Keep going, you're doing great.
Your third clue is a balloon. Hold on tight. The balloon will carry you away to when in history the phonograph was invented. Balloons float because helium is a gas that's lighter than air. Helium's also purer than air. So if you want to preserve something precious, put it in a case filled with helium. What precious thing is preserved by helium? Terrific! The Constitution of the United States is over 200 years old. It's kept in a glass case in Washington, D.C. Helium keeps it from decaying. The Constitution of the United States protects people's rights and liberties. Which of the following is a constitutional right? Yes, the Constitution guarantees the right to vote to everyone over the age of 18. Thomas Edison invented an electronic voting machine which helped people practice their right to vote. Voting electronically was made possible in 1868, 9 years before the phonograph was invented. When was the phonograph invented? You won! Edison invented the phonograph in 1877, 9 years after he invented the electronic voting machine.
Don't bother packing your CDs and tapes, because it looks like we'll be traveling back in time more than 100 years.
Your fourth clue is cotton candy. Please don't eat it. It's here to tell you where your mission will take you. Cotton candy is a sugary treat guaranteed to make you smile. Then, it gives you cavities that ruin your smile. Cotton candy looks like cotton, but it's actually spun from sugar. Sugar comes from what kind of plant? Sweet success! Sugar comes from sugarcane, which is a special kind of grass. Grass is one of the largest and most varied families in the plant kingdom. Which of the following is also a grass? You're not easily bamboozled. Bamboo is the tallest grass on Earth. Some bamboo grows 3 feet every day. Although tropical bamboo doesn't grow where Thomas Edison worked, he needed bamboo to invent the light bulb. Where did Edison invent the light bulb? Great going! Thomas Edison passed electricity through a bamboo wire and made it glow. In his laboratory in New Jersey, Edison also invented the phonograph.
Success! We did it! In 1877... Well, this is it. The journey into time. Click on me to start the trip. How does this sound? A trip back in time to the laboratory of Thomas Edison. He's about to become the first person in history to record the human voice. Testing, testing. Quiet in the lab. Edison is about to cut his first record. But what's Slide doing back there? Is that heavy metal robot plugging in his guitar? Whoa, dude! Edison's recording wicked riffs. We better pull the plug on this concert. Hit the recall button before Slide starts in with an encore. Much better. Edison is recording the words to Mary Had a Little Lamb. A kinder, gentler debut for the world's first phonograph. Now hold on while I steer this contraption back. Phew, we made it back. Always a good sign. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams?
Another robot safe at home. I bet you think you're the smartest little robot in the world now, don't you, Gutley? Well, you're not as smart as I am, and I'm going to make the next mission so tough you'll beg to be taken to the scrap heap.
Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot. It took humans most of their history to learn the simple art of making paper. It's so simple, in fact, that wasps were making paper millions of years before humans even appeared. Wasps create pulp from wood and use it to create paper nests. What was the world's first man-made paper used for?
I bet the world's first paper was used to make paper airplanes. No, that's not it. Paper polydolls. No, that's not it. Oh, I've got it. The world's first paper was used for making spitballs. Wait, it's all those things. That's it.
Oh, Polly, you are right, and we teachers have been plagued ever since.
Disgusting. Polly thinks paper was invented for spitballs and paper airplanes and dolls. That's wishful thinking on her part. She bothers everyone in our class with spitballs, and she wonders why she has no friends. Let's fix this one real quick. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer. Oh, Spitley, you ruin everything. But this time you won't succeed. I've got Nohi origami, the robot who folds paper into shapes. To get Nohi, you'll first have to find these hidden clues. Masking tape, a firecracker, a tea bag, and an abacus. Nohi origami. He's here on an exchange program from Japan. He can fold paper into all sorts of cool shapes. Now Polly's gone and shaped him to her evil purposes. We better find those clues. No doubt about it. There's a clue in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again. You're so right, Botley. And this time it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys. Oh, too bad. Poor guy. He's either really brave or really stupid. Now you can arrange the commands in a different order. Great work! The robot reached its destination, and we have our object. Who's laughing now, Polly? Great! Take the clue. We need to check out another floor for mission clues. There aren't any here. Great! I've got a strong reading,
in the professor's biosphere.
Oh, yes! I'm definitely detecting.
Okay, now we can navigate the Explorer.
We're underground again. This one's so easy, I'm not even gonna tease you first, Putley. Which flower blooms in cold weather? A sunflower, a daylily, or a snow buttercup? Everyone knows that. You can beg me until you're blue in the face, but I still won't open the airlocks unless you answer my question first. Which tree is a pine tree? A prickly pear, an apple tree, or a blue spruce? Wait till next time. Timber! You're going down with this question, Sotley. Which of the following is a tree? A Douglas fir, a spruce goose, or a pineapple? That was way too easy. There's a time limit on this question. You have 100 million years starting now. What do you call a rock indented with a footprint from a woolly mammoth? A track, a dinosaur, a fossil? Everyone knows that. You don't have to be Humpty Dumpty to figure this one out. Which animal has an egg tooth for chipping its way out of its shell when it's ready to hatch? A snake, a tadpole, or a bird? Everyone knows that.
Touchdown! You landed safely. Now, if you want to... That was nice work. Store the clue. There are no mission clues on this floor. Let's go to another floor. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the kitchen. There's another mission clue in the painting gallery. Okay, you can look at some famous works of art in the virtual collection by clicking. Here we are in the painting gallery. Any sign of Polly?
Time to paint me a picture, Rockley, if you want that mission clue. You think you can manage this? The horrifying bat! I've been to a haunted house before. The really creepy thing was that I couldn't get out because there were bats hanging in all the doorways.
Click on an empty frame to start something new. Don't ask me what it means.
It seems you got the painting right. Hey, we're in luck. I'm sensing... Of course, the door's still locked, but you'll have no trouble getting the combination.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! I'm growing weak with hunger.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go.
Ten ones have been borrowed from the tens column and added to the ones column.
All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. I don't think that number's right. Try again. Try again. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again, and you know what that means. Robot buffet. It looks like Mort is mighty hungry. Okay, if we can just feed Mort and keep him happy, we'll be 1 step closer to saving the world. Click on the feeding machine to begin. Chow time, and Mort's ready to munch. So, Mort, what do you think will satisfy you tonight?
Oh, I know. May I please have a nice slice of chocolate layer cake a la mode? And could you please add sardines, some heavy springs, nice metal gears, and salt?
Yum! That sounds delicious. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Bon appetit!
just the right combination of delicate flavors.
Way to go! Man, that Mort can put it away.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
Great! Take the clue and put it in. We've got everything we need to complete. We should go to the time. We made it. Moving right along. Let's get over to the Wheel of Invention to figure out our next mission. Applause, applause! Hey, you're doing great. Start the wheel a-spinning by clicking the on button.
Monty Monitor here, and you're clued into another exciting edition of Pollywood Squares. Today's lucky winners will be given the chance to rescue Nohi origami from history. Your first clue is a roll of tape, and it will tell you what this mission is about. Imagine a world without tape. There'd be no wrapping gifts and nothing to put over paper cuts. Which of the following is most similar to a roll of tape? You're on a roll! Glue and tape are both sticky adhesives. That means they're used to attach things together. 3,000 years ago, the Egyptians used glue for building furniture. What was their furniture made from? Right again! Wood is one of the best materials for making furniture. It glues easily, it's cheap to buy, and it lasts a long, long time. What besides Egyptian furniture is made from wood? Yes, sirree! Paper is made from pulp, which usually comes from wood. The invention of paper is what this mission is all about.
Nohi origami must be psyched. He likes to fold paper into funny shapes. Oh, no. Imagine what Polly's got him doing to the world's first paper.
Your second clue is a firecracker. The firecracker will tell you where paper was invented. Firecrackers are usually set off during celebrations, but not always. In some cultures, people believe that firecrackers scare away evil demons. What makes firecrackers explode? Good shot! It only takes a small amount of gunpowder to get a big bang. The black powder called gunpowder was invented for what? Gunpowder was actually invented for fireworks. Fireworks were first used to send signals. Fireworks were invented in the country where 1 billion people live today. Which country is that? Terrific! 1 out of every 5 people on Earth lives in China, the country where your mission will take place.
Hooray! We're off to China. I can't wait to try Chinese food. You know how we robots love to eat.
Your third clue is a tea bag. The tea bag will tell you who invented paper. Tea bags were invented by a tea salesman who wanted an easy way to show off samples of his product. What product made by caterpillars was used to make the world's first tea bag? Silky smooth. Caterpillars, known as silkworms, produce threads of silk, and silk was used to make the world's first tea bags. Before they can be made into tea bags, silk threads are first made into what? Good going! Cloth is what you get by weaving threads together. Before the invention of paper, the Chinese wrote on silk cloth. Chinese rags were used to make the world's first paper. Who invented paper? Impressive! Cai Lun worked in the emperor's court in China. He invented a way to make paper out of cloth rags, mashed tree bark, and fishing nets.
Okay, now we know who invented paper and where. The only thing left now is a date.
Your fourth clue is an abacus. The abacus will tell you when paper was invented in China. By moving the beads of an abacus, you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Before the abacus, it was almost impossible to do complicated math. The abacus is still used in which of the following countries? Superb! In China today, you can still see grocers and tailors counting on the abacus. Whose father was a tailor from China? No, Alibaba is a character in the Arabian Nights who said, "Open sesame." That's almost right. Pollyanna was a girl in a story who was very optimistic. That's right. Aladdin's father was a Chinese tailor. Aladdin's story is one of the best-known tales from the 1001 Nights, an ancient collection of tales of the Far East. The story of Aladdin was told to people in 947, which was 842 years after paper was invented. When was paper invented? Good going! Chai Lun invented paper in the year 105. That was centuries before anyone else in the world had paper to write on.
Well, you did it again. Now we can rescue poor Nohi Origami from the time when paper was... Fasten your seatbelt and click on me when you're ready to go. You can't use an airplane for this trip. Well, maybe a paper airplane. We're off to China and the invention of paper. So it's true. Polly sent Nohi Origami back in time. What's a Japanese exchange student robot doing in ancient China? With a pair of scissors, no less. That's what! He's making paper dolls of Polly. And that ancient Chinese lady seems to like him. Hurry, hit the recall button. That's not what paper was invented for. Well, that's news to me. The world's first paper was not used for making paper dolls or even writing. It was used for clothing. Watch out for paper cuts, ancient lady. Now, back to the future. Whoa, that was some landing. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to... Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams? Another robot safe at home. I bet you think you're the smartest little robot in the world now, don't you, Gutley? Well, you're not as smart as I am, and I'm going to make the next mission so tough you'll beg to be taken to the scrap heap. Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on any of the buttons near the yellow...
Sailors once lived in great dread of accidentally sailing off the ends of the earth. They thought the earth was flat and that you could fall right off it. For centuries, people wondered what the shape of the earth was. How did people prove once and for all that the earth was round?
How else could you prove the earth was round except by taking a giant leap into space to see the whole planet and taking a picture from the moon? As everyone knows, you need a rocket for that.
Oh, Polly, you are one smart cookie. People proved the earth was round by taking a snapshot of it from the moon.
That can't be right. You mean to tell me that we didn't know the earth was round until we sent rocket ships into space? Oh, Polly's up to her old tricks. We better do something about it. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer. Ooh, Spotly, I'm shaking in my boots. Truth is, I sent Vasco the robot back in time to help me pass my quiz. Find the following 4 objects and maybe you can stop him in time. A donut, a concrete block, a bull, and a bottle of perfume.
Vasco the robot is one of my closest friends. Well, actually, we're only pen pals. He travels so much you can only talk to him by email. Now Polly's got him traveling through time. We better rescue him quick. Careful now, I'm gonna sense around here. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the observatory. We're on Easy Street. There's another clue. In the robot maze. Uh-oh. I'm picking up vibrations that tell me that Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space.
I hope you and your buddy enjoyed the void because that's where you're headed.
I think you know what to do. Click on the telescope and we'll get started. Look, Polly's radio transmission is in the gravitational pull of the black hole. We have to knock it loose if we want to get that hint. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. Looks like a shower of comets is approaching. So wait a maneuver! You got another radio. Fantastic! You destroyed an asteroid. Comet. We've got to get that transmission out of the black hole's clutches. Otherwise, we won't get Polly's hint. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. Looks like a shower of comets is approaching. So watch out! Great! We got another radio wave packet. Whoa! Look, Polly's radio transmission is in the gravitational pull of the black hole. We have to knock it loose if we want to get that hint. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. Looks like a shower of comets is approaching. So wait a maneuver! You got another wait a maneuver! You got another radio wave packet. You dealt with that comet? Great! You got another radio wave packet. Wow! That asteroid is obliterated! Comet deflected, no damage! Another wait a maneuver! You got another wait a maneuver! You got another Great, we have all the packets. Now we have to decode Polly's message. Back at the alien decoder, and it looks like Polly's hint is about to reach us from the black hole. I can't make hide nor hair of this message. Hopefully the decoder... It seems the sentence is assembled correctly. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. See, the sentence is basically okay. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. I see what's happening. We have to... I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! See, the sentence is basically okay. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. But wait, there's more to be done. I see what's happening. We have to... Oh, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. I see what's happening. We have too many words. Decoding operation is completed. You broke the code.
We are brothers, and we look alike. The name of our constellation means twins. My name is Castor, and my brother's name is Pollux. In ancient times, we rescued Greek and Roman sailors from shipwrecks. We led Greek and Roman soldiers in battle. In ancient times, the Greeks and Romans prayed to our twin stars.
Okay, you unscrambled the hint. You need to figure out. Click on any of the constellations, and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Polly's clue should help you figure out the right constellation. If you...
Virgo was a beautiful young woman who in Greek mythology left the earth because humans acted so bad. Ursa Major, the Great Bear, is the one constellation everyone knows. That's not because Ursa Major looks like a bear. It's because it has 7 stars that form the Big Dipper. Corona Borealis is a golden crown in the sky, made by the Greek god of fire. The stars were formed out of a great cloud of gas created at the birth of the universe. Stars live together. Pisces is the last constellation in the zodiac, and its name is Latin for fishes. In Greek mythology, the 2 fishes of Pisces are the goddess Aphrodite and her son Eros, who were once transformed. Gemini means twins. This constellation is named after Castor and Pollux.
Way to go! You picked the right constellation, and now the ship is heading back here. We've made contact! Wow, that was wicked. Just okay. All sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys.
Great work! The robot reached its destination, and we have our object. Who's laughing now, Polly? Great! Nothing here. Stand back now while I sense the place out. I'm picking up a... Great. I've got a strong reading in the professor's biosphere. My sensors tell me that there's not enough energy to launch the Explorer. Great. We need more energy. Put the correct batteries in place. Way to go! You've completed the first ring, but you gotta hurry. You still have to get through the second ring. Great job! Now hold on! Neato! Now back upstairs to foil Polly. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the kitchen. Is it too much to ask for people to leave the doors unlocked around here? Well, we can figure out the combination again.
I'm so glad you're here. My blood sugar's dropping.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go.
Ten ones have been borrowed from the
All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again, and you know what that means. Robot buffet. It looks like Mort is mighty hungry. Okay. Chow time, and Mort's ready to munch. So, Mort, what do you think will satisfy you tonight?
Oh, I know. May I please have a plate of Botley's super cheesy nachos? And could you please add some heavy springs, spark plugs, ball bearings, and salt?
Yum! That sounds delicious. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Enjoy!
Sweet nectar.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
Okay, stash. No mission clues here. Great. Oh, yes. Okay. Now we can navigate the Explorer around the biosphere by watching it on this monitor. Click. We're underground. I love this prickly question, but that's because I already know the answer. Which plant has sharp needles to keep animals from eating it? A daisy, a mango tree, a saguaro cactus? Just a lucky guess. Hey, Potley, are you sweating yet? Watch out, you don't want to get rusty. Which plant is named after its ability to store water? The eucalyptus tree, the barrel cactus, the giant sequoia? I knew you'd get that one. You'll need a nap to get this question right. Which animal sleeps for a long time during the summer to avoid the heat? A ground squirrel, a mosquito, a brown bear? Big deal, you got one right. Try this one, Rockley. What do you call a copy of a living plant or animal preserved in rock? Coal, a fossil, or a sculpture? Big deal, you got one right. Nice navigating, but this question's sure to drive you out of your mind. Which tree can only be found in the southwest part of the United States? An apple tree, a palm tree, or a Joshua tree? Big deal, you got one right. Hey, nice landing. Click on it. Great, you got the clue. We should go to the time machine. I hope you're... All right, things are going well. Welcome back to the Wheel of Invention. As our current champion, it's your turn to spin the wheel. Just click the on button.
Welcome back to Hollywood Squares. I'm your host, Monty Monitor. Get ready to get clued in and maybe find out where Polly sent Vasco the robot. Your first clue is a donut. As long as you don't eat it, the donut will lead you to what your mission is about. Thanks to their hole, donuts are easy to cook all the way through. Did you know there once was a giant donut in outer space? When the sun was born, there was leftover gas and dust. This leftover gas and dust surrounded the sun in the shape of a donut. What did the gas surrounding the sun eventually become? Right! Solar means sun, and the solar system is the name for the sun, the planets, the comets, the asteroids, and everything else that revolves around our sun. In our solar system, 9 planets revolve around the sun. What keeps the planets from simply flying away into space? Good! The sun's gravity attracts the planets and keeps them from flying off into space. Because it's so large, the Earth has gravity too. The Earth's gravity keeps our moon from flying off into space. What else is due to the Earth's gravity? No, the sun's gravity. Excellent! The Earth is round because of the force of gravity. Gravity attracts everything to the center of the Earth. That's what gives the Earth its nice round shape.
Aha! Polly sent her robot back to the time in history when people first proved that the Earth was round. Keep going, you're doing great.
Your second clue is a cement block. It will lead you to who in history you need to find. Cement is a fine gray powder that hardens like a rock when you mix it with water. What did the astronauts once describe as the color of a cement block? That's right. Astronauts on the moon said that the soil and rocks were the same color as gray cement. Next time you see the moon in its path across the night sky, see if you notice its gray color. What do we call the path the moon takes as it travels around the Earth? That's it! The moon orbits around the Earth while the Earth orbits around the sun. If you ever circle the Earth in a spaceship, you'll also be in orbit. If you orbit the Earth, you circle it from space. Who was the captain of the first ship to circle the surface of the globe? No, Columbus. Great! Ferdinand Magellan's ship was the first to circle or circumnavigate the globe. Magellan died before the journey around the world was finished, but his ships continued sailing according to his directions.
Okay, Ferdinand Magellan is the person we have to find, but we still don't know where Vasco the robot is.
The third clue is a bull. It will tell you where in time you need to go. A tall man enters an arena wearing tight trousers, a short jacket, and an elaborate cape. In a matter of minutes, the man is fighting a bull. If he succeeds, he receives an ear of the bull as a token of the crowd's esteem. During a bullfight, the person fighting the bull is called what? Exactly! Matadors are men and women who fight bulls. If the performance is especially good, the matador gets to keep an ear from the bull. If it is superb, the matador keeps both ears. If you wanted to become a matador, what continent would you most likely go to for training? That's right. In arenas in Europe, matadors risk their lives to fight bulls. Which country on the continent of Europe is most associated with bullfighting? Muy bien! Spain is the large country in Europe where most bullfighting takes place. Spain is also the place where Magellan set sail on his famous voyage around the globe.
Great! Now we know that Magellan circumnavigated the globe starting from Spain. Keep going, we still need a date.
Your fourth clue is perfume. Follow the scent, and it will lead you to when in history we have to go. If you want to appreciate perfume, sniff hard. That moves the air up to the smell cells at the top of your nose. You can't smell perfume if you have a cold. That's because the perfume can't reach your smell cells when your nose is stuffed up. You can't smell perfume when you have a cold. What else can't you do very well if your nose is stuffed up? Exactly! When you have a cold, no air can reach your smell cells. And without a sense of smell, you can't taste. The strong desire to smell new smells and taste new tastes first led people like Magellan to explore the globe. During his voyage around the world, what was Magellan seeking that gives taste to food? That's right! For centuries, explorers set out on ships to find exotic spices that could be sold to people back home. Columbus went to America in search of spices, and Magellan circled the globe for the very same reason. Magellan set out in search of spices 30 years after Columbus. What year did Magellan circle the globe? No, 1492 is when Columbus discovered America. That's right, Columbus discovered America in 1492, and Magellan circumnavigated the globe in 1522.
Ah, the sweet smell of success. Now it all fits together. Ready for another ride? Click on me then. Hold on. I bet Magellan wishes he could travel as easily as we can. It's 1522, and Magellan's about to set sail on his famous voyage around the world. Look, it's Vasco the Robot, and he's carrying a jetpack and a camera. You don't think... I don't believe it! Magellan's about to blast off into space to take a photo of the round Earth. He'll burn up on re-entry. Hit the recall button before history lifts off. Adios, Magellan. Good luck on your trip around the globe. Trust me, you're gonna need it. Now hold on while I steer this contraption back. Phew, we made it back. Always a good sign. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. It does my CPU chip good to know that I've helped bring these guys back where they belong. Oh, Blotley, you're such a party pooper. Well, just because you got lucky that time doesn't mean that I have to start worrying. There is still more to come. No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot. Click on the inventory to start a mission. All right.
The world's first dynamite factory was so dangerous that authorities moved it to a barge in the middle of a lake. Dynamite, you see, is made from nitroglycerin, a substance that's so explosive, even a slight movement can make it go kablooey. Explosives can be deadly, and they can be useful. Dynamite was first invented for what purpose?
Sure, explosives can be useful or deadly, but you forgot something else about explosives, Miss Winkle. Explosives can be fun. Take exploding cigars. They crack me up. I mean, they really crack me up. Dynamite was a great invention for practical jokers.
Yes, Polly, that's exactly right. The exploding cigar changed the face of practical jokes. And boy, does dynamite change the face of the people who try to smoke it.
Holy smoke, talk about practical jokes. We can't let Polly get away with this one. Everyone knows that smoking's bad for your health, but smoking dynamite? That would be really, really bad for your health. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer. Careful now, I'm going to sense around here. I'm getting a strong clue reading in the observatory. We're on Easy Street. There's another clue. In the robot maze. That's where the professor stores the time machine. There's no way to open it, though, until we have all of Polly's mission clues and, of course, enough invention points. No reason to select a mission. We're already on one. Stand back now. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the observatory. Cool, I sensed another clue. In the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again. You're so right, Botley. And this time, it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys. See if you can figure out where you went wrong. Change the program, then try running it again. Nice going. You had him in the palm of your hand the whole time. Beautiful job. I'm getting... I sense that Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space. So you and your friend really like the thrill of venturing to the brink of nothingness. When will she stop? Why, if I was her father, Just click on the telescope and I'll help you save the world. Look, Polly's radio transmission is in the gravitational pull of the black hole. We have to knock it loose if we want to get that hint. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. It looks like a shower of... Nice shooting. You got a radio packet. Fantastic. You just way to maneuver. You got a... Nice shooting. You got a radio packet. Comet deflected. Way to maneuver. You got another radio wave packet. All right. You got all the radio packets. Now we can decode Polly's hint. Here comes Polly's message, fresh from the brink of the black... Yep, either Polly's finally lost her mind... See, the sentence is basically okay. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! It seems a sentence is assembled. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Not done yet. There's more to figure out. I see what's happening. We have too many words. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! It seems a sentence is a sentence. You make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. See, the sentence is basically okay. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! See, the sentence is basically okay. Great! You decoded the entire hint.
I am a crab with 2 claws. Can you see my claws? My dim stars are not easy to see in the night. Watch out if you find me. I will bite your nose with my claws. They don't call me the crab for nothing.
Great! You unscrambled Polly's hint. You have an idea which click on any of the constellations and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Click on the hint button to replay Polly's hint. Click on the constellation again if you think it's the one where Polly sent the mission clue.
Cancer is the Latin name for crab.
Way to go! You picked the right constellation, and now the ship is heading back here. Touchdown! All right, now put the clue into the inventory for safekeeping. We need to check out... Great! I've got a strong reading in the shrinking machine room. Look, we're at the Shrink-O-Matic again.
Just let me know if you need any information about my darling specimens.
Well, Clueless, you might as well know there's a mission clue hidden in one of the specimens. This hint should make it clear where it's hidden. Put this specimen under pressure, and it creates electricity. Put Egbert under pressure, and he just starts to cry.
I am not equipped with tear ducts, therefore I cannot cry.
Carbon. The Earth's rocks are made of minerals, and minerals are made of elements. Helium. The element helium is a gas. Granite. Granite, diamond. Diamonds are precious gemstones. Jewelers cut diamonds into shiny shapes. Hydrogen. The element hydrogen is so powerful, it powers our sun. Yet hydrogen is 15 times lava rock. Lava is the red-hot molten rock that oozes limestone, marble, slate. Sandstone, quartz, oxygen, hydrogen.
Do you think that's the right specimen?
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
Oh my! Not that I... Wow! Yikes! Lift off! Ouch, 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 that's... Nope, not there. I guess we'll have to go back to the shrinking machine and try again. Click anywhere. Huh, I was sure we'd find the clue in that one. Let's go back over Polly's hint. Which specimen creates electricity when you put it under pressure?
Quartz. Quartz is a clear, glassy crystal rock.
I suppose you should shrink me now.
Happy trails.
Later! clue and put it in your inventory. Then, on to complete this mission. There are no mission... Shh! I'm gonna try to sense this area out for clues. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. That's in the art gallery. Okay, you can look at some famous works of art in the virtual collection by clicking on that machine. Or you can click on the painting gallery in the back if you want to get creative.
Just...
Okay, Botley and Company. There is a clue in the virtual collection. You just have to figure out where.
Would it be too much to ask you for a little hand, Polly?
So you need a clue, eh? I'd say you're up a creek without a paddle.
I think Polly will be in a good deal of trouble when her father gets home. But in this case, I think she's referring to a landscape painting of a river valley.
Okay, Polly hit a...
This artist grew up studying the river valley where he grew up. His realistic landscape... John Constable painted realistic landscape paintings of the river valley in England where he grew up. For years and years he studied cloud formations and the color of the trees and meadows. He devoted his life trying to accurately capture the landscape where he lived.
Okay, since you're so smart, let's see you solve this. You didn't think I was going to let you off that easily, did you?
There she goes again. You've played this puzzle before, so you should have no trouble this time around.
The Mayans lived in Mexico and Central America hundreds of years ago. When you piece together this puzzle, you'll see how beautiful their art was.
Great job! We've got everything... We should go to... We made it! Okay, we've made... Time to finish up another mission. Click the on button to start the wheel.
Monty Monitor here, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Hollywood Squares, the only game show that will help you rescue Robbie Robot and save the world. Thank you very much. Your first clue is a moon rock. The moon rock will tell you exactly what the subject of your mission is. Scientists discovered the first moon rocks not on the moon, but in Antarctica. That's because pieces of the moon fell to Earth and landed there. Other moon rocks came from American manned trips to the moon and from unmanned Russian missions. What is the name of the NASA space program that collected rocks from the moon? The Voyager space program. That's right. Ho-ho! The first manned spaceship to reach the moon was Apollo 11. And the first person to walk on the moon was Neil Armstrong. The Apollo missions studied the top layer of rock on the moon's surface. What is the top layer of rock on Earth called? Yes! Ho-ho! The crust is the thin surface layer of the Earth. Miners dig into the Earth's crust because it contains many useful and valuable minerals, such as coal and gold. What invention was most essential for helping miners dig deep into the Earth's crust? Dynamite! Ho, ho, ho. The invention of dynamite made mining a whole lot easier. It also allowed cities like New York to dig elaborate underground train systems called subways.
What a blast! It seems Polly sent her robot back to screw up the invention of dynamite. I hope Robbie Robot is safe.
The next clue is an axe. The axe will tell you when in history Robbie Robot was sent. The axe is one of the first tools invented by early man, and it was nothing but a pointy rock. Early man used rock axes to break things up. What tool does a sculptor use to break rocks into art? That's right! Hey! Sculptors use chisels to create beautiful shapes from rock. But some sculptures are too big for chisels. One of the biggest sculptures in the world depicts 4 presidents on the side of a huge marble cliff in South Dakota. What's that sculpture called? That's right! Oh, Mount Rushmore was too big for an ordinary chisel. To start sculpting, the artist used dynamite. If you know that dynamite was used in 1927 to begin sculpting Mount Rushmore, which of the following is the only possible date for the invention of dynamite? That's right! Hey! Dynamite was used to cut away slabs of the mountainside. And you now know that 1866 marked the invention of dynamite.
Smashing! Polly sent Robbie Robot back to the year 1866 when dynamite was invented. Now we just need to figure out who invented dynamite and where.
The next clue is an olive. It will tell you where in the world your mission will take you. People first began to eat olives 5,000 years ago on Crete. That's a large island off the coast of Greece. On what kind of plant do olives grow? That's right! Ta-da! Olive trees grow throughout a region that surrounds a large sea. This sea is located between the continents of Europe and Africa. Olive trees can be found in Greece, Italy, France, and Egypt. These countries surround which sea? Great going! The Mediterranean Sea is a small ocean lying between southern Europe and northern Africa. Many ancient civilizations rose and fell on the shores of this important sea. Which country does not lie on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea? Yes! Oh, Sweden is a large and rich country in northern Europe that is famous for being neutral in times of war. That means that Sweden doesn't take sides. It's pretty strange that in peaceful Sweden, dynamite was invented.
Bang! Zoom, you got it! Dynamite was invented in a peaceful country called Sweden. That's where Polly sent Robbie Robot.
The last clue is a medal. It will help you figure out who invented dynamite. Medals are awards usually made from gold, silver, or bronze. They are awarded to people for acts of bravery or merit. What medal do you win for coming in 3rd place at the Olympic Games? Yes! Ho-ho! Third place gets the bronze medal. A very respectable showing for any athlete. After all, you have to be extremely talented and athletic to get a bronze medal at the Olympics. Winning the bronze medal at the Olympics means you are strong and healthy. What kind of medal are you awarded for getting hurt in a war? Yes, indeed. The Purple Heart is one of many medals a soldier can earn in times of war. Who invented a medal for making peace, not war? No, Pulitzer created a famous prize for excellence in journalism. That's right! Yay! Alfred Nobel left money in his will to fund prizes to promote peace and learning. He earned the money for the Nobel Prize from his most famous invention, dynamite.
All right, to Sweden we go. We've got to set the time machine. Ready for another ride? Click on me then. Hold on. Okay, no sudden moves. We're about to visit Alfred Nobel's laboratory in Sweden, where he's experimenting with explosives. This should be a blast. Watch out, Alfred. It's a trick. That's Robbie Robot, the practical joker. Can't use dynamite as an exploding cigar. We better snuff this out and fast. Press the recall button, quick. That wasn't funny, Robbie Robot. Dynamite was invented for tunneling and mining, not practical jokes. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright locked positions while I take us home. There's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. It does my CPU chip good to know that I've helped bring these guys back where they belong.
Plotley, Plotley, what am I going to do with you? Are you trying to make me fail this test? I guess I'll have to make it a little tougher on you to get the next robot.
Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. All right. The word microscope is from Greek. It means watcher of the small. A microscope is an instrument used to see things that are invisible to the naked eye. The invention of the microscope revealed a whole new world, a world beyond people's wildest imagination. What was seen through the lens of the world's first microscope?
The tiny creatures thought they were invisible, so they'd take baths whenever they wanted, never guessing that someone might be looking at them. Well, the first person to look through a microscope caught a tiny creature in the bath, buck naked.
That's right, Polly. The poor thing was ever so embarrassed, and the person looking at it was mighty embarrassed as well.
Polly can't be serious. Tiny creatures don't take baths. It's Polly who needs to clean up her act. What do you say we clean it up for her? Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Bathley, you're all wet. I sent Slobot, the dirty robot, to do my bidding, and boy, is he gonna make a splash. If you want to find him, you'll first have to locate these 4 clues. Eyeglasses, a flea, a cork, and a telescope.
Polly's all washed up this time. If she thinks she can get Slobot anywhere near a bathtub, she's got another thing coming. He loves dirt so much, he married Professor Sparks' vacuum cleaner. But just in case she's reprogrammed him, let's find the clues. Careful now, I'm going to sense around here. I'm getting a strong clue reading in the observatory. Uh-oh, I'm picking up vibrations that tell me that Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space.
I hope hope you and your buddy enjoyed the void, because that's where you're headed.
I have no idea what's in store for us this time, but we have no choice. Click on the telescope. We've got to get that transmission out of the black hole's clutches. Otherwise, we won't get Polly's hint. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. Looks like a shower of comets is approaching. Wait! Another asteroid bites. Great! You got another radio wave pack. Great! You got another radio wave pack. Wait a whoa! You turned away from the comet. Wait a maneuver! You got another asteroid bites. Great! We have all the packets. Now we have to decode Polly's message. Here comes Polly's message, fresh from the brink of the black hole. Get ready to use the decoder. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby trap. See, the sentence is basically okay, but there... Oh, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. But wait, there's more to be done. See, the sentence is basically okay. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! See, the sentence is basically okay. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. But wait, there's more to be done. It seems the sentence is assembled correctly. Oh, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. See, the sentence is basically okay, but then... I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! See, the sentence is basically okay. Way to go! You nailed the code!
Do you know what a lion looks like? They call me the lion, but I don't look like one. My star group looks like a backwards question mark. I dare you to find me. I can eat you in a single gulp. I can spit you out and eat you again.
Okay, you unscrambled the hint. Quick, to the star chart so we can find that clue. Okay, now it's time to find that spaceship. Click on the machine so we can start our search. Click on any of the constellations, and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Polly's clue should help you figure out the right constellation.
The stars were formed out of a great cloud of gas. Leo the Lion is the 5th constellation in the zodiac. Leo doesn't really look like a lion, though. Some people think he looks like a backwards question mark. In Greek mythology, Leo was a monstrous beast.
Hey, you're right on target. Here comes the spaceship. We made it! Hey, that was great. Click on the clue and drag it to the inventory so we can get on with saving the world. No doubt about it. There's a clue in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time, it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys.
Nice going. You had him in the palm of your hand the whole time. Great. Nothing here. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hit a mission clue in the shrinking machine room. Now we're back at the Shrink-O-Matic.
Just let me know if you need any information about my darling specimens.
Yeah. So I hit a mission clue in one of the specimens. Still, you'll never find it unless you can figure out this hint. Egbert created this specimen when he accidentally heated limestone.
Many of the world's great inventions were the results of happy accidents. However, I can't claim credit for creating this specimen. Marble. Marble is a hard, beautiful rock that formed when the Earth's crust moved beneath mountains. The massive movement...
Do you think that's...
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
Tis a far better thing, Arthur! That's it. Take the clue and put it in your inventory. Then, on to complete this mission. Let's move on. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the kitchen. Is it too much to ask for people to leave the doors unlocked around here? Well, we can figure out the combination again.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! I'm growing weak with hunger.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again, and you know what that means. There's not enough energy to run the feed. We're in the kitchen. Uh-oh. Time to power up. Pick the right batteries and plug them in. One ring down, one more to go. Wow, that was fast. Now hold on tight. Wasn't that cool? That was some jolt. We've got 100% energy now, so let's go save the world. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the kitchen. Of course, the door's still locked, but you'll have no trouble getting the combination.
I'm so glad you're here. My blood sugar's dropping.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen. Chow time, and Mort's ready to munch. What's your pleasure, Mort?
Let's see. Tonight I'm in the mood for some of Botley's chicken fricassee. And could you please add spark plugs, nice metal gears, a little iron, and some vitamin E?
Well, bon appetit, I guess. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Dig in.
just the right combination of delicate flavors.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
For providing such a fine feast, here's a little tip.
Stow that clue in your inventory. We've got everything. We should go to... I hope you're... Okay. Welcome back to the Wheel of Invention. As our current champion, it's your turn to spin the wheel. Just click the on button.
Ready for another brain-twisting, mind-boggling edition of Hollywood Squares? I hope so, because this is the only way to rescue your robot friend, Slobot, and bring him back to the future. Your first clue is a pair of eyeglasses. It will help you see what this mission is about. Just imagine what life was like for millions of people before the invention of eyeglasses. Instead of birds, they saw fuzzy blobs shooting across the sky. Eyeglasses can help a nearsighted person see what? No, try again. No, try again. You're off to a good start. Nearsighted people can clearly see things that are near, but not things that are far away. What do you call a cloud that comes in contact with the ground? Fantabulous! There is no basic difference between fog and clouds. In both cases, the moisture in the air forms drops of water around tiny specks of dust. What could help you examine the drops of water that make up fog? So far, so very good. Microscopes have lenses that magnify things and make them look bigger. The invention of the microscope is what this mission is all about.
Magnificent, as usual. Now we know Polly sent Slobot to foul up the invention of the microscope.
Your second clue is a flea. The flea will show you when the microscope was invented. A flea can jump 12 inches into the air. That's 100 times taller than its body. What do fleas feed on? That's right. Fleas bite animals and suck their blood for dinner. What is the process called that moves blood from the heart to the rest of the body? Type A answer. Blood circulates around your body. The heart is the pump that keeps blood moving. The circulation of blood was discovered around 1630, 44 years before the invention of the microscope. When was this microscope invented? Magnificent! Scientists had tried to create microscopes for years, but in 1674, one scientist made a real breakthrough. A microscope so powerful, it unveiled life forms invisible to the naked eye.
Poor Slobot. He'll be forced to see all the invisible life forms on his dirty body. That's a fate worse than rust. All we need to do is figure out who we have to find in history and where. Then we can rescue Slobot.
The third clue is a cork. It will show you where the microscope was invented. In 1665, a scientist named Robert Hooke looked at a little piece of cork under a magnifying glass and discovered cells. Cells are the smallest parts of plants and animals. Where does cork come from? Yes, cork comes from the smooth bark of a tree. You can tell how old a tree is by counting its rings. Which part of the tree has rings? Right again! Every ring in the wood stands for a year's fresh growth. Wood is used for many things, for building, for paper, and for fuel. In which country do people wear shoes made from wood? Jawohl! Holland, or the Netherlands, is a European country known for windmills and canals. Farmers in Holland wear wooden shoes to keep their feet clean and dry. It was also in Holland that the microscope was invented.
Slobot's in Dutch. One more clue and we'll have all the information we need to save him.
Your fourth clue is a telescope. And if you answer correctly, it will reveal who invented the microscope. One day, an eyeglass maker in Holland held up 2 eyeglasses and noticed that the town church looked much closer through them. He had accidentally invented the telescope. Which part of the telescope makes faraway things look closer? That's right. A lens makes things look bigger or smaller. What are telescope lenses usually made from? That's right. It takes great skill to make successful glass lenses. Which inventor from Holland made lenses as a hobby? Excellent! Leeuwenhoek's hobby made him world famous when he used one of his lenses to make a microscope. He was the first person in the world to see bacteria and other small creatures that had previously been invisible to people.
So that's it. We know everything we need to find Slobot. I wonder what Polly programmed him to do to poor Leeuwenhoek.
Ready, steady? Then click on me to go.
It's time to visit Leeuwenhoek's laboratory in Holland. Can't wait to see through the lens of his microscope. Hey, it's Slobot, the smelly robot. If he sneaks under the microscope, Leeuwenhoek's in for the shock of his life. Slobot's taking a bath. Hit the recall button before Leeuwenhoek faints. The smell alone might do him in. Oh, that's better. Leeuwenhoek observed fleas under his microscope, not a flea-infested Slobot. Now, back to the future.
Whoa, that was some landing.
Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the top. It does my CPU chip good to know that I've helped bring these guys back where they belong.
Will you never give up, Bootley? You may have gotten this far, but all the help in the world won't enable you to defeat me. Here are more questions. I'd like to see you find your way out of this.
Okay, pick up the quiz disc and... All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on the inventory to start a mission. We really should start a mission.